All right, today we want to look at mensuration code in core mathematics. But before then, I'll take you through some formulas. All right, let's go to the board and see what we can do. First of all, we need to draw our cone. So all students must learn how to draw a cone. So we have this and we have that. All right. Now I can name here V. I can name the edge here A and here B, all right? Now the base of the cone is circle, all right? So I'll take a line from A to B, and a line from A to B will be the diameter of the circle. I'll take a line from the top, we call it apex, which is perpendicular to the diameter, forming an angle of 90 degrees. As we can see. All right, let me name here O. Then we can say that OB becomes the base radius of the cone. VO becomes the height of the cone. And VB becomes the slant height of the cone. Therefore, we can conclude by saying that OB equal to the base radius. All right, base radius of the cone, and our VB becomes the slant height of the cone, which is represented by L, small l. And we can also say that VO becomes the height of the cone, which is represented by H. All right, so this is how a cone look like. I can take the line from A to O and I'll have this. All right, first of all, let us look at the relationship between H, L, and R. All right, so let me take the triangle out. As we can see, we have our V here, our O, our B. The angle here is 90 degrees. The height of the cone, the slant height of the cone, the radius. Now we want to look at the relationship between H, L, and R. And we are going to bring these three things together by the principle of Pythagoras theorem, because this is a right angle triangle. So from Pythagoras theorem, we can say that the square of the hypotenuse, which is VB, so square of L is equal to square of H plus square of R. All right? So this is the mathematical relationship between L, H, and R. Now, we can be asked to find H, that is the height of the cone, or the base radius of the cone. So we can make L the subject also, which is the slant height of the cone. So we can say L equal to square root of H squared, all right, plus R squared. We can also say the height of the cone will be equal to, that is L squared minus what? R squared. We can also say our base radius of the cone will be equal to, that is our slant height squared minus the height of the cone squared. All right, so this is the relationship that we can have here. So we can have these formulas also. If a question is given, we should be able to find our L, H, and what? R. All right, let us go further. Now, if we have our cone, as we can see, all right, we have the cone with the base, which is a circle. Now, this part of the cone, this part that I'm shading, we call it, that is the curved. We call it curved surface area. Curved surface area. So the curved surface area, that is the area made by the curve. This curve you can see. And mathematically, they can ask you to calculate the curved surface area of a cone. And we say the curved surface area of a cone is given as pi r L. All right. Pi is constant. That is 22/7. It will be given to you in the question. and the radius of the base of the cone times what? The slant height of the cone. And that will give you the curved surface area of the cone. Now, we can also be asked to find the total surface area of the cone. And the total surface area is the combination of the curved surface area plus the area of the base. Now, the area of the base, since the base is circle, we say the area of a base is pi r squared. Therefore, the total surface area of the cone will be given as the curved surface area, pi rl, plus our base of the cone, which is the area of the circular base of the cone. Therefore, we can simplify this formula by saying pi r out, L plus what? R. So we can also simplify the formula as this. So anytime we have the asked to find the total surface area of the cone, is going to be the curved surface area of the cone plus the area of the base. Now let us also see how we can find the volume of the cone. Volume of cone, all right? Volume of cone. And we say the formula is given as 1/3, which is 1/3, times the base area times the height, all right? The height of the cone, which is going to give us 1/3 times pi r squared h. So this is the formula that we can use to calculate for the volume of the cone. All right, let's see how we can answer the question on the screen with the formulas that we studied. We have been given a question, as you can see on the screen, all right, a right circular cone with radius. So the radius is given to us as 5 centimeters, as we can see here, all right? And the height of the cone too is given as 12 centimeters. So let us draw the cone and see what or how it will look like. So we have this, as we can see here nicely. So our radius is 5 centimeters. Our height is 12 centimeters, but the slant height we don't know. But first of all, our A, we have been asked to calculate for the volume. So we say volume of cone is equal to 1/3 times the base area multiplying the height. So we are 1/3 times pi is given, all right? It's constant. That's 22/7. So we have 22/7 multiplying the radius, which is 5 squared, all right? 5 squared times our height. So breaking this down, we have 22/21 multiplying 25 times our height. And when we fix this, we are going to have 314 point, let's say to 2 decimal place, we are going to have 29 centimeter cube since it's volume. So this is how we can get the volume of the cone. Now, the next thing we have been asked is to find the total surface area of the cone. So total surface area of the cone, we studied that the curved surface area of the cone plus the area of the base. So when we factorize this, we are going to have L plus what? R. So this is the formula that we can use. But from the formula, we don't know our slant height, which is the L. So first of all, before we can find the total surface area, we need to first of all find our L. So here, 12 centimeters, 5, our L. So we need to use pi to get our L. All right. So here we can say L squared, 12 squared, plus 5 squared. All right. And this will give us 144 plus 25. So L squared will give us, when we add this, we are going to have 169. All right. So our L will be square root of 169. And when we find square root of this, you are going to get 13 centimeters. So now that we know our L, we can now find the total surface area of the cone, all right? Total surface area. Now, we know our formula to be pi r multiplying, that is L plus small r. So we have our pi 22/7 times our radius given as 5 multiplying our L, which we have our 13 plus our R, 5. All right? So we are going to have 22/7 times 5 times our 18. That is when we add the 13 plus our 5. And when we do this, we are going to have, that is 282 point approximately, we can say 8571. 8571 centimeter cube. But we are leaving out our answers in 2 decimal places. So we can say our final answer for the total surface area can be 282.86 centimeter squared. Sorry, please, this is squared. Centimeter squared, because we are calculating for what? Area. So this is how we can solve for the volume and the total surface area. Now let's see how we can try this question with the formulas that we study, and leave your answer in the comment section. Here we have been given the slant height, and we have been given the curved surface area of the cone to be 115.5 centimeter squared. So here we can use this one to arrive at our radius. So equate this, all right, number given to the curved surface area formula that we study. You can find your radius, and after getting your radius, you can answer the rest of the question. Thank you.